edition of Let's Chat, a new series launched by the French-American Chamber of Commerce of New England to put its members in the spotlight. I'm Ludivine Wolczyk, the Executive Director of FACCNE, the leading nonprofit organization connecting French and American leaders in New England. Today, I have the pleasure to welcome Pauline Dides, the Elementary School Director at ISB, a longtime member of FACCNE. Welcome, Pauline.
Welcome, Ludivine. Thanks for having me.
So, to start this interview, Pauline, could you say a few words about yourself?
So, I'm Pauline Dides, the new director of the elementary school at International School of Boston. I moved to Boston a few months ago in August, so it has quite been an interesting school year. I'm very happy to be here. I came from New Orleans in Louisiana, where I've spent the last 13 years. And before that, I was in Bordeaux, France.
So this is great, and we are happy to have you at ISB. So could you tell us a little more about your job as director of the elementary school?
So I work with mostly the preschool and the lower school students, although ISB welcome students from pre-K 2 years old through 12th grade. I work with families and teachers of students in lower grades, developing the programs and creating inspiring and creative ways for them to learn both in French and in English.
Okay. And the International School of Boston is a prestigious institution, but could you let us know more about this school?
Yes, it's a very special, very unique school here in Boston. Although it's part of a big family of French accredited schools all over the world, there's about 500 schools that are accredited following the same French curriculum. We welcome here, we have the specificity to welcome students from all ages, so they can do their whole curriculum at the International School of Boston, from preschool up to high school. And in high school, students graduate with an American high school diploma, in addition of either the French or the International Baccalaureate, which opens many doors to them in prestigious universities in the US, in Canada, in France, or all over the world. It's a very, very special place. We have people from all over the world, about 40 nationalities, but one community. So all people maybe speaking different languages at home, maybe coming from different backgrounds with different culture, but we all share this love for French American education here, and we all know what it means to move to a new city, to live in a different country than the country we were born, but it's a very nurturing environment for the students and a great community where everyone enjoys being, either the students who love to come to school and learn at school, the parents are very happy to be partners of the school, loves to support the school, to be involved in different activities, and teachers who absolutely love teaching to a different environment than what they were previously exposed to, either teaching French in France or teaching English in America. It's a challenge for everyone, but this is what we like, and we enjoy it very, very much.
Thank you. And in fact, your campus is located only a few blocks away from FACCNE. Yeah. So you are in Cambridge, the border with Somerville. So this has been a special year, and for you, you know, as a new director in the school, what a year. So I imagine the parents, the families are very anxious to know what la rentrée is going to look like in September, and so do you have any updates about what it's going to be like for this special 2021 school year?
Yeah, I think you've said it, Ludivine. It's going to be new. It's going to be new for everyone. No schools had to reopen, no head of school, no director, no parents had to go through the reopening of the school after the pandemic over the years. And so it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be very interesting. We're going to do it. We are obviously working closely with the state guidelines, making sure that we're meeting all of the safety requirements for our students. But the latest news is that we will be able to reopen in person in September, which I think is going to be a big relief for our families,
Yeah.
for our students who are missing school so much, for our teachers who can't wait to be back in the classroom. We will be able to welcome all of our students every day on campus. For the preschool and the lower school, it's critical. Students are not independent. It has been very difficult for parents to manage both their family life, work life, and now becoming teachers at home has been difficult for some of our families. We do want to welcome them back. We're trying to still awaiting guidelines for the middle and the upper school, but for the little one, it's the priority. They will be welcome on campus. It will be different. It won't look anything like what we are used to, but it will be fun and it will be nice. It will be small groups. We're going to have to separate all of the classes in many small groups, no more than 10 students, seems to be the guidelines. Luckily, we have a beautiful large campus, which allows us to find all of the classrooms that are not now going to be necessary for this reopening. We have nice outdoor space as well, which we will be able to rotate and allow our students also to enjoy some outdoor time. Yes, it's going to be different. It's actually going to be a great way to welcome those students after such a long time at home. There will be some gaps to be filled, some special attention is going to be given to the students in smaller groups. Some remediation work will be also easier to install in the class. And I think socially as well, it's going to be a big deal for students to go back to school. And so we're going to be very mindful of the groups and the students that we put together. They will also probably be encouraged to stay as a group outside the school as well, to limit the risk of contamination. So we'll make sure that those groups are good groups of students who enjoy being together and can also continue socializing outside the school if they can. But it's definitely going to be a new organization, a new position also for the teachers who will have to even work closer with the team and the other teachers in those grades, preparing sometimes for classes that they may not be themselves teaching in the class. But this can also offer new opportunities again. And we want to take this as an exciting new challenge and definitely the excitement for the students to just be back at school with the teachers in the school, with the other students is going to be big, I'm sure.
Yeah, so these are wonderful news and indeed a new challenge. And I understand, Pauline, that ISB is also launching a toute petite section in September.
We are very excited about this. The toute petite section is the program, the first class of maternelle for the 2 years old. So this is new to ISB. We were so far starting with the petite section with the 3 years old. There has been a lot of demand among our community already of parents who had the younger one and were asking for them to start school as early as possible. Faculty, staff members also who had children, but just in the community here in the greater Boston community, there was a niche for this program, and we're really excited about starting this new class starting in September. A small group, obviously, with lots of human resources to take care of those little ones in the beginning of the school year, which obviously is not going to be common. You know, the beginning of the school year, it's always an important time for the children, but also to their families. So we'll have to find creative ways to continue this partnership and reassure the parents about the well-being of the children. Our teachers absolutely love what they're doing, and to welcome very little one, there's a lot of support that will be provided from our teachers to our students.
Thank you so much for your time, Pauline. Today it was my pleasure to have you for this second edition of Let's Chat. So if you want to learn more about the International School of Boston, I invite you to visit their website at eastbos.org. You can also click the banner on the homepage of FACCNE at FACCNE.org. Thank you and see you soon, Pauline.
Merci Ludivine, and thank you to the French American Chamber of Commerce.